Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Field Day Parent Volunteer video. And what you're looking at is just the district homepage. So if you look up at the top here where it says select a school, first thing you want to do, if you get to this page, just go to my webpage. So you want to get to Concord Elementary School. Click on Concord. And then once you're on Concord's webpage, it's right here. Go to Teachers, go to King down here. Now you're on my web page. Next thing you want to do is look over here to the left where it says Field Day Headquarters. You get to Field Day Headquarters, and here we are. This should be all the information that you should need here for Field Day. First thing I want you to take a look at here are the Field Day times. Kindergarten's going to start right away at 9 o'clock, and they're going to finish up hopefully around 10:15, and maybe a little sooner, because if you look, first grade Field Day will start at 10:15. Now that's tough to end a field day and start a field day at the exact same minute. So basically, we're probably going to hopefully have kindergarten students be kind of exiting the field sometime, around 10:15, and then first graders are going to be coming from the side part of the field around 10:15 as well. And then second grade's going to start at 1:30. So if you are a parent volunteer, we need you on the field, ready to go, ready to rock, about 20 minutes before your child's field day, before the field day that you're volunteering for. So if you're a kindergarten parent, that means you want to be there at 8:40. If you're a first grade parent, you want to be there, at 9:55, a little, so that way you can kind of see a little bit of the kindergarten field day towards the end. And then if you're a second grade parent, you're going to be there at 10 after 1. All right, so 20 minutes early before the field day that you're helping out for. All right, so right here, this is that parent volunteer video in case you need to go back and refer back to this video. It is posted on the website. The next thing I want you to take a look at here, and this is important, you're going to want to make sure you know how to do this. Click here for the field day packet. This is where your starting stations are for your child's class. This is also how you figure out which station it is that you're going to be running. All right. So if you look here again, there's the times on the packet. You can print this out and get some of the information. But let's just take this kindergarten field day as an example. Let's say your son or daughter was, or is in Mrs. Mayberry's class, whether it's AM or PM. If you look here, the station that they're starting at is the moon bounce. All right, so if they're starting at this moon bounce, that's the station that you're going to be running the entire field day. You are not going to be traveling around with your child's class going from station to station. You're going to be at that moon bounce, station number 3, with Mrs. Mayberry's class for the very first station of field day. Once that station's over, Mrs. Mayberry's class is going on to the next one, and as the parent volunteer for that class, you will stay at station number 3. All right? Let's take another one, for example. Let's say you're a first grade parent, all right, and maybe your child is in Mrs. Ladiak's class. That means if you have Mrs. Ladiak's class, you're going to be at the frisbee throw. The class will start there. You run the station. After that station's over, the class will go and you will stay there for the rest of the day. All right? Now, if there's a break, if there's a time where there's no one at your station, then you can go ahead for a couple minutes and check out your kid, take out some pictures and things like that. That's totally fine. But you have to make sure you're back to your station when the next class gets there. All right? One also thing about these stations, all the students have been practicing these stations for several weeks. They know how to do them. You do not have to teach the stations at all. They will know exactly what to do. So don't waste any station time trying to teach them the station. If anything, we do give you the freedom to modify a station. If it's a windy day and it looks like things are blowing over and you need to fix something, we expect you to do that. If it looks like it's taking a little too long and you need to shorten the station, we expect you to do that. So if you have to modify it, that's fine, but you don't necessarily need to teach the station every time, okay? Let's go back here. as a parent of, or a volunteer parent, the one thing you also have to remember is you have to bring in some water for the water stations. We're asking that you bring 2 gallons of water, and what you'll do is just take the water right to the water station. So let me go back to this packet here. If you're a kindergarten parent, the water stations are station number 1, station number 4, and same thing for first and second grade. Stations, water stations are 1 and 4. So you just bring your 2 gallons of water to the tables, and then they'll be there for the entire field day. We should be good with that. The other thing I just want to make sure here is that we look, there's a parent letter, and that gives us information on parking and t-shirt in case anyone asks you or you're curious where to park. You park up at GVE and walk down. Kids are wearing their gray t-shirt that they got at the beginning of the year. I think it's their anti-bullying t-shirt or t-shirt that they wear on field trips and things like that. So this parent letter will have some information in regards to those things. If you need to get in touch with some of the people on the field day committee or Lisa Carlin, the president, that information is also here. And then the next part of this website is all the station activities. You look here, we got our scoop relay, our potato sack relay, lawn bowling. We got all the different relays that you're going to be doing at field day. So this is how you figure out what you're doing. So what you would do is you'd go here to the packet again, find your starting station. Let's say you were, I don't know, let's say you were Mrs. Facondo's class and you had to do the golf ball balance relay. So once you know which relay you have, you would go back down and scroll down, and you'll look down here for the golf ball balance relay, which is right here. You hit play, and this will have me and Mr. C doing our best demonstration boys and girls, of the golf ball relay. That was my voice coming up on the video. So it should really be very, very simple. Once you got the relay down, you're good to go. After you've learned your relay, this is the last and final thing we need you to do. At the bottom here it says click here for parent volunteer survey. This is very important. This gives me an idea that all the parent volunteers actually watch the video and know what they're doing. So you just click on this survey. It's 2 questions. Write your last name, your homeroom, your child's homeroom, and what grade, then hit done. And that's it. But that tells me, if it were a couple days before field day starts and nobody's clicked that survey, that tells me none of my parent volunteers have a clue what they're doing on field day, and we need to make some phone calls. But if I see that, hey, we got all of our parent volunteers, they've watched the video, they know what we're doing, then I wake up on field day having 100% confidence, knowing, you guys are all on board and, on the ball, and it's going to be a great day, okay? So very, very simple. All you really have to do is just, find your station, watch the video, know what you're doing. If you have any questions, here's the field day committee information. Just make sure you look at the parent letter, know where to park, and come 20 minutes early. Here's the times again, 9 to 10:15 for kindergarten, so we would need you here at 8:40. First grade, 10:15 is the start, so we need you here at 9:55. Second grade, 1:30 start, so we need you here at 10 after 1. And if you're not sure exactly what to do, again, Lisa Carlin's always available, as well as the people on our field day committee. All right, so thanks again for volunteering. Thank you again for all that you do, and we hope to have a great day out there on June 3rd. And by the way, the rain date is the following Monday. Thanks again.